Vernon native Kevin Hills returned from Beijing after competing for Canada in men's snowboard cross at this year's Olympic Games. Although he might not have performed up to his standards, the three-time Olympian shares some takeaways from his experience in Beijing.
The Canadian atmosphere was good, the Canada House. My race won't really stick out, but I'll remember it for a long time because unfortunately looking back, it's probably one of my worst races of my career. I can't remember too many worse ones, but as it just happened and it wasn't a good event for me. That's just kind of the way it goes, a sport and competition, till you can really get over it and move on to the next thing.
Although still undecided as to what the future holds for him in snowboarding, Hill reflects on what some of his favorite moments competing are to this point.
Going to the first Olympics was a big accomplishment for me, but going next to the X Games, I would say X Games is number one. Winning that was a childhood dream. Going to the Olympics was a childhood dream as well, but winning the X Games tops it all off for sure.
One of the big stories to come out of Beijing this Olympics was snowboarder Max Parrot and his performance following his battle with cancer, coming home with a gold and a bronze. Now, although Hill and Parrot compete in separate events, Kevin mentions Perot's story as one like no other, praising the young Canadian for his resilience.
His story is like no other story on the circuit. Like, he's had to deal with some of the hardest things, overcoming cancer, coming back. I mean, the guy, wouldn't want to say like he's a robot, like he's a genius on a snowboard. He has the mindset of no other. He's strong mentally and he can come back from anything, like it showed. He performs when it matters most, and he somehow can deal with all the stress and pressure better than anyone I've ever met really on the scene.
In talking with Hill, he is still undecided on his Olympic future, but admits he would still like to compete, but traveling around the world has taken its toll. His next chance at the Olympics will come in 2026 when Italy gets a chance to host. From CastaNet News in Vernon, I'm Mitchell Martin.